Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing really well. The pizza kept steaming up the camera. I don't usually get to eat hot food by the time I get set up. It's always cold, but this time the pizza is like super hot because I just pulled out of the oven. And are you hangry today? Because I'm hangry today. Guess what I'm having? I'm having Hangry tomato flaming chicken pizza. Look at that. Does that not look good? Boy, my husband saw this and he picked it up, and we brought it home and I kept eyeballing it, telling him I think I'm going to eat it. And he goes, "No, you're not. You're going to save that for a video." But so I did. I saved it for the video. But I was eyeballing this baby. It says spiced chicken, Parmesan Romano, onions, parsley, yellow cheddar, whole milk, mozzarella, buffalo ranch sauce. It says eat with your hands, no problems. So, are you guys hangry today? Because I surely am. But yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? I never had it before. So we're going to try it together. I'm going to definitely give you guys a close-up. It's probably going to... I waited a little bit, so hopefully it won't steam it up anymore. How does that look? Oh my gosh, does that look delicious? No, I won't bite out. But there it is. I'll get a little closer. Hopefully it doesn't steam it up. Hangry tomato pizza. So, I didn't cut it yet, so let me cut it real quick. Figured I'll cut it with you guys. I worked all day today, and I got off, and I threw this in the oven. I can't share it with Nikki because it's very, very spicy. I'm assuming. I don't know. I'm just guessing because it's angry. But, cut this up. Try a piece with you guys. Hopefully it's as good as it sounds. I think it is. But let's try a piece together, huh? Get you a little, oh yeah, it's steaming hot. So it's spicy hot and it's steaming hot. I might have to stop for a minute if I get a phone call, which I'm going to explain here to you guys. So there we go. Actually, I could have got closer, huh? Has the ranch sauce. Ooh, yeah, ooh. That's spicy. That's spicy like me. Hey, I like that, right? So I might be getting phone calls, so I might have to stop in between here, which I'm going to explain why now. Well, guys, I don't have the best of news. It's not horrible news, but it's not good news neither. But I'm going to start with the beginning, where a week, now this video probably won't be up a week later from what I'm doing now, because by the time I do this, well, not a week later, but next week. But last week I went to the eye doctor to have my eyes checked. I was having trouble seeing out of this eye, so I made an appointment, and I went to go see him. And by that time it had gotten worse when I went to see him, and I called and I said, "Look, I think I have a cataract. When you do the exam, will it show?" And they said, "Yes, we have a new special x-ray thing that we do, and it will show cataracts if you have it." So I go to the eye doctor. I've never seen him before. My usual guy was a month out. I couldn't wait that long. So I thought I'll try this place. It's a well-known place here in Florida. Could be all over the United States. I don't know. But I went there. They did the test. I went to see the doctor, and he was in a hurry. I don't know why, he was in a big hurry. You know how they say, "Can you read this line?" I'd start to read the first letter. He'd click to the next line, and and he just went so fast to get me all done, and then he's pushing me out the door. I said, wait a minute. I said, "Did you check for cataracts?" He goes, "Yes, I checked for cataracts." And I said, he goes, "You don't have any cataracts." And I said, "Are you sure?" And he said, "Yes, I'm sure. I'm positive you do not have cataracts." That's his words to me. So I come out with my prescription. I tell my husband, he says I don't have cataracts. So my husband says, go ahead and get your glasses because my eyes did change a lot. Even though I could not really see out of this eye. He said there were no cataracts, so I got my prescription, I got my glasses, and come the next week my eye was even worse. So I told my husband, there's something the matter. This can't be right that I can't see out of my eye. By the way, I have my door open. So the following week, exactly 1 week later, this week, I went to another eye doctor to have eye exam, but it was an ophthalmologist office. But first I had to see, what are they called? The optometry. First I had to see the optometrist because the ophthalmologist was 3 months booked, and he's a very good one, so I wanted to see him. So they said, look, you come in and see the ophthalmologist or optometrist. You guys know what I'm talking about, the eye doctor. I'm just gonna say eye doctor. You guys see the eye doctor. She'll do a lot of stuff that the optometrist does, and if she sees something, she will get you in sooner to see the doctor than 3 months. So I said, okay. So yet again, I had to make another appointment. Go do another eye exam. And I showed her the picture from the other doctor's office because they emailed it to me. I don't know why. The lady actually told me that took the exam. She's not a doctor, but she does all the exams and the machines. And she said, just in case you have to go to a specialist. Now she said that to me, but I was surprised that they sent it to me. They sent it to me. I showed it to that doctor, and she was like, huh. And she did the same test, and she checked my eyes, and she says, you have a cataract. And she could only give out so much information because she's not an ophthalmologist, but she says, you need to get in to see the doctor, the ophthalmologist. And I said, okay. And she goes, I'm going to get you in there as soon as I can. And I said, okay. And I find out she gets me in there the very next day to see him. Which was kind of shocking because when I called, I actually wanted to see the ophthalmologist, and they said it's 3 months out. So I get in the next day. I have to do everything for a third time. 2 days in a row, I had my eyes dilated, and I told my husband, you don't need to come. They're not going to dilate my eyes, and both days they did. So, and he comes down and he sits with me and he tells me, you have a very aggressive cataract in your eye. And he started talking about the eye. I'm almost completely blind in this eye right now, which is probably why I always say I can't see or read. I didn't know it. And it needs to be fixed. I'll be blind here, totally blind in this eye here, probably by the time you watch this video. And then he says to me, I have to tell you something else. And I'm like, okay. He says, you have it in the other eye too. I cried. I cried. I have it. I don't notice it yet in this eye. He said it's right at the edge, ready to move over, and it took almost 3 weeks for me to be fully blind in this eye. He says once this goes, it's going to go fast. He thinks within the next 6 months, if I do not have surgery, I will be totally blind in both my eyes. So that was very upsetting. He said it's very aggressive, very fast moving cataract. I'm not going to get all into the information, but normally people that get this cataract, they said are on steroids for like asthma and stuff like that, which I am not. or welders that have really bright light. You know, so maybe the sun outside had bothered me some too, all those years, I don't know. But all I know is that I am going to have surgery on my eyes. The problem is, obviously, you guys know I don't have insurance, so that's going to be the hard thing, is paying for it. He said it's really complicated. I could do one eye, and then like 6 months now do the other eye. He said, but I have to do one, because now by law, that if I get it in both eyes, I lose my driver's license, because I will basically be considered legally blind. Like, I'm looking at you, but I can't see correctly out of this eye at all. It messes up, because all I see is blurry, really, instead of normal. But so he says they'll have to pull my driver's license, so I have to get at least one done. So they ran the numbers for me for the self-pay. Really can't afford it, but I'm gonna have to have it done. And then I asked, well, how much for the second eye? You know, because I asked, well, can I get a little bit of a deal if I get both eyes done at the same time? So if I get both eyes done at the same time, they'll take $1,000 off. It's like $800 to $1,000 off the bill. And the reason why they can't take much more off, which I kind of understand, I guess, is first I have to pay for the surgical room. That's separate. Anesthesiologists, you have to pay for it, and then you have to pay for the doctor. Now the anesthesiologists, they told me, charge $450 an hour. So I don't know how long, but it shouldn't be more than 2 hours. But the problem is when they do 2 eyes, they have to do one eye. They have to take you out of the room so they can re-sterilize the room. You know, you're in that room, you get your surgery, you're sedated, and with all the tools, they do it. And I'll tell you what they're going to do here in a minute. And once they do the one eye, they have to take me out and re-sterilize the whole room again and bring it back in so you get no infection in your other eye. They can't use the same tools and the same equipment. It has to be all redone. So it's like having 2 surgeries in one day. Well, it is having 2 surgeries in one day. But, yeah. So, an anesthesiologist, I don't know, hopefully, he only counts the time that he's in there with me, because hopefully it's half hour and a half hour, and I only have to pay for 1 hour, but I don't know. But I think the most I would have to pay is for 2 hours, I would think. I hope so. But, what they have to do is I have to have artificial lenses put in both my eyes, which sounds very scary. It actually is very scary. I'm very scared, honestly. I'm really scared. I don't like the thought. I wore contacts for years. I don't have a problem doing that. But if somebody else goes to touch my eyes or do whatever, I don't like it at all. I don't think anybody does. So my anxiety is really, really high at the moment. And what they'll do, I don't know the exact process, so don't quote me. He's talking. I'm nervous. I'm in tears because I was upset to find out both my eyes are bad. And I'll basically be blind in 6 months, you know. So from what I understood, is that they'll sedate me, obviously, and hopefully give me good drugs before that, because I'm going to need it to be able to wait there and not run out the door. They'll sedate me. I assume they numb the eyes too. I don't know. I would hope so, because I know sometimes the sedation you wake up in the middle of, because I know it's not one where you're totally put out, but it's one where you're just put out in the twilight and you're out of it, and you know. But I remember before when I had like a colonoscopy, I woke up during that bad boy. But you know, and they gave me one and I went back to sleep. still, I don't want to wake up and my eyes are clamped open, or my eye, because they're doing one at a time. And they'll clamp your eyes open, I guess. They have to. But he'll use a laser to cut the eye. Don't quote me, because honestly, I kind of went a little blank once I found out it was both eyes. But I know he said something about they'll crush the cataract. I don't know if he means the whole lens. I don't know if they if they suck out the old crushed lens, or it just dissolves itself. I really don't know. And he says they'll take a new lens, which is folded, he said, and they slip it into there and it opens up inside my eye. So just makes me nervous. It really does. I was only going to do one eye because it's so expensive. But my husband said to do both because he knows as well as I will I won't go back and do the other one. You know, I know we don't have the money for it, basically. Who has money like that laying around? You know, I wish I had good insurance, but I don't. But if I don't do it now, I probably won't do it. And I'll just be blind in the eye. So he said that I need to schedule both. So I am going to schedule for both my eyes, and I hope they'll still do it because I only scheduled it for one. I just called today. That's why I'm waiting for the phone call to schedule it for both. And then after that, I can't work for, well, some people can. It depends on your job. But this is actually spicy, but it's so good. Sorry, my hand's cramping. You guys know I decorate cakes and my fingers will actually get locked like this and stuff. They hurt real bad. But after the procedure, I will be off work for a little over a week because he does surgery on Wednesdays. Then I'll see him again on the following Wednesday and he'll check my eyes. So the other reason why I'm telling you is because if I have black eyes, you're going to know why. I don't know if you have black eyes after this. I don't know anything. I know they got to clamp your eyes open, so I'm assuming you're going to have bruising. So nobody thinks that Mr. Superfly attacked me in the middle of the night. But I can't. And actually, this is for anybody that has stuff, and you can't bend over because you can't have the pressure go into your head. No lifting over 10 pounds and no stress. So as soon as they said stress, I know I definitely cannot go to work. Plus, you're always bending and you're always lifting. And they don't care, so they'll expect me to bend, lift, and stress myself out. So my husband said absolutely not, that I won't go to work, which I agree, because if you pop it, you have to have surgery again. It's not for free. So I hope my little girl understands I can't pick her up and stuff like that. She's sleeping here beside me. She's so cute. She really is. She's a spoiled brat. I debated on making this video or not, but so many of you I feel so close to, and I share a lot of stuff with you guys, so I figure I'll share this with you. And definitely would hope for a bunch of prayers from you guys that everything goes well, there's no problems, and I could see. It's very hard not being able to see out of this eye, and now I realize all those times I'm saying I really can't read this, I really can't read this, it was slowly coming. Oh. And once it reached to where the pupil, it just went fast. So but I have to say, this doctor's office is so kind and so sweet. So I am happy that I at least have him as my doctor. It makes me feel better. I feel a little more comfortable having it done, you know. If it was somewhere else, I don't know, you know. But he was so sweet, so kind. You could tell he's gentle and caring. But and he also said he does it mostly at the hospital, but he's affiliated with the outpatient. And he told me, I'm going to do yours at the outpatient, and it saves me a lot of money because, say, you know, I'm just going to use an example because I'm not going to say how much it costs, but just say it's $5,000 an eye. If you went to the hospital, it might be $10,000 an eye because they want all the surgical room and all this other stuff, you know, and stuff like that. So I'm just using that as an example. I'm not saying it costs that much, but hospital maybe so though. But I know that they nickel and dime you. You guys know that for everything. So, but it is pretty expensive though. But I just figured I'd use a round number. You know, so he says he'll do it at the outpatient for me, which I thought was nice. You know, it's definitely going to save me. I'll pay less than what I would if I went to the hospital. So, well, guys, that's my story. I wanted to share that with you guys. Just know that I love you guys very much, and I'm so thankful. If you see me come on here with raccoon eyes or black eyes or something, you know why. Please pray that everything works out good. I'm scared. I'm scared. I really am. But I know everything will be fine. I'm also scared of anesthesia, but it's not like, oh, that scared Nikki. Sorry, my door just slammed shut because I have the windows open and the door open so the wind's throwing through. Nikki jumped up though if you heard her. But I've always been scared of anesthesia. Even though this is more like a twilight, it's still a serious matter, so it makes me nervous. So I love you guys very much. This pizza was delicious. If you see the Hangry tomato pizza anywhere, make sure you pick it up because I think you'll really enjoy it. Spicy, delicious, and I enjoyed sharing it with you guys. I hope everybody has a wonderful day or wonderful evening, depending on where you are. I will talk to everybody later. I love you guys very much. Bye-bye.